and today we are implementing a project, an initiative by Paradigm Initiative called DiPES. In full, it is the Digital Policy Engagement Series. So basically, this initiative is a platform that allows different stakeholders to debate, engage, and understand deeper different digital policies, particularly in-country policies that touch on digital inclusion, digital rights, and so on and so forth.
Stakeholders should start to engage in policy reforms. When the policies are before they are being enacted, they bring them up for review. For example, there are ICT policies that are in the process. There are 6 policies. They brought them up for review. We have the Internet Governance Tanzania Working Group, of which we are part of, and Zaina Foundation is part of too. We worked on those policies and we wrote the reviews.
We started this initiative because we understand and we think it is extremely important that actors in this space debate and attempt to influence policy from a point of knowledge. So what we do at DiPES is to bring together different stakeholders, most especially civil society actors, and just look at one specific policy or one specific piece of legislation and dissect it as much as possible, create awareness, ask ourselves questions: what is missing, what are the gaps, what can we do, and so on and so forth.
Development, so they are doing very well to make sure that the ICT infrastructure is well distributed throughout the country, including the rural part of this country.
So this particular edition, we are in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and we are here to bring together different stakeholders from the Digital Rights Coalition in Tanzania, so that we can dissect and we can interrogate the not so new Data Protection Act of 2022. It started, implementation started last year in 2023, but we realized that the level of awareness is a bit low, and we want more and more actors to understand what the act is all about.
To remind us our duties, our responsibility. We are duty bound from now onwards to do something as individual, as a group, as a firm, regarding digital rights in Tanzania. We have a lot to do. There is a number of gaps. So we can choose a little bit from there. We work upon.
But also in addition to that, to just also understand what are the gaps within this particular act, and as different stakeholders, how can we put our resources together to ensure that we, one, have a firm act, but also that the law is rights respecting. So that's exactly what we have been doing the past 2 days. We've had elaborate conversations that are very specific to the Data Protection Act and of course its regulations. And some of the things that we have discussed are, for instance, basic principles that would ensure the success of any data protection law.
Miriam, she is the reason why Pain is doing this, why she continues to make a case for Tanzania and other countries in East Africa.
And so one of the things we have emphasized is, number one, the independence of the Data Protection Commissioner, the transparency of the Commission, to ensure that there are reports, annual reports are published, timely publishing of these reports, complete independence, as I've mentioned before, to ensure that it is independent from the government of the day. It is independent, the Commission and the office is independent of the different arms of government.
Thank you to Paradigm Initiative, of course, for spearheading this conversation, for all the support that they have been giving us, and also for all the work that they have been doing.
But also independence also from a sense of resourcing, that the Commission is properly resourced so that it can carry out the different mandates that it has been established to carry out. And last,
every person is entitled to respect and protection of his person, the privacy, his own person, his family, and of his matrimonial life, and respect and protection of his.
And last but not least, this is just the beginning of just creating awareness across different actors. I'm sure a lot of the actors that have participated in the past 2 days now understand the data protection law at a deeper length, and that is exactly what the Digital Policy Engagement City Respect Paradigm Initiative seeks to do.